everyone, this is Brian Beamish once again coming to you, the Canadian Rational Investor, CR Investor on Twitter and TradingView. Coming to you with your Bitcoin summary for Tuesday, July 1st. Happy Canada Day 2014. I suppose what we ought to do, just quick plug for the site. If lots, a lot of the information that I give through these little summaries and our Saturday shows and stuff can be found just by going to therationalinvestor.ca. And following me on Twitter makes it nice and simple for you to keep track with what I'm thinking in the market. So good idea for you to incorporate those into your regime. The new site's just going to be a slight change. It's really cool. All we have to do is change one letter. And it's coming shortly, and we're working away on putting a few resources together that'll really help you guys. And as always, while we're still sort of in the development stage, we are working on putting out a course here shortly. I think it's really cool, a course on basically how to get you to be an awesome trader. It's a 3-month program, so it's not like you're just going to do it in, over a weekend and boom, you're an instantly awesome trader. It takes time to build you out as a pro, and I think the course is really going to help these people that have enrolled. So really excited about that. That starts in a couple weeks. In the meantime, if you feel like helping out the cause, you can always click the donate button on the website, and up she goes. And thank you very much for your gracious contributions to the fund. And actually, I think I'm going to use a good chunk of these coins, the ones that you directly contribute as donations, for the PAM service that's coming up. I talked about that on Saturday's show. Okay, enough of the plug. Let's get on to the charts. 4-hour basis. You've been noticing on my tweets, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, I highly recommend that you should, at CR Investor. I had talked just most recently this morning, I'd been tweeting about how we do have a trade setup here working where the 88.6 fib, this 654.41, is actually a bad harmonic pattern. And as always, it's really simple. All you need to do is just go to Google. In fact, you don't even have to do that. You can go BAT formation. Let's see what happens if we go images. There are, here's lots of images on BAT formation, so you can read up on that. And, one of my tutorials I think I'm going to do is specifically on harmonic patterns. I haven't done that yet. But anyway, the point being is that, this is perfectly valid. And this has been one heck of a rally since the weekend, really. I mean, this is the 25th that we were down here at $550. So a bit of backfilling and maybe even to test this low in earnest isn't unrealistic. So I have been talking about that. And if we look at the risk-reward profile on the trade setup, basically what this trade represents is you're going to short against these highs. And if this high is taken out, then basically you're stopped out. It's just as simple as that. So this is your risk box. This is the minimum acceptable reward. That's a 2-to-1 ratio of that. Here's 38.2 down here. So getting a 2-to-1 on the trade really isn't out of the question. And here's really, I suppose, a realistic pullback level, and that's just our good old OTE zone, sweet spot sitting here 574. So it's not a bad trade idea. And if you have a trading plan, well, then you have to stick to your ideas. And I think perfect testament is this chart that I recently posted where, over a 3 or 4 day period, we had 3 perfectly valid trading plan setups come in. Each one of them was fraught with I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. But the trading plan basically has preset rules, and you just follow the plan. And sure enough, boom, ran to the target. Boom, ran to the target. Boom. And the cool part about this is when I published this, we were right in the middle of a trade setup. And even at this point, it was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. But sure enough, boom, this target was hit. So long and short of all this, the message I'm trying to give is that, it's one thing to sort of say, oh, I think I know where the market's going. I think I know where this market's going, blah, blah, blah. It's quite another to be in there in the market taking setups to make profits on a daily basis. And there's lots of people that are like, oh, you're crazy shorting here. You're crazy shorting here. But, to me, if it was part of my trading plan, I trade bearish crabs or I trade bullish crabs. In this case, it's a bearish crab. Let me make sure I have the terminology correct. Yes, bearish bat, excuse me. Did I say crab? Bat, B-A-T. Isn't that funny? Subconsciously, I knew I said something wrong there. Anyway, and what's also interesting too is this is a nice cup and handle. I don't know whether I've talked about that formation with you guys, but that also painted this target as well. So if this is part of your trading plan, and frankly, if I was running the PAM service, I think it's a trade that I would recommend the PAM service do. This is our risk reward, and we just got to live with the trade. Now, the interesting part about this, right, is that this fib level 654.41. We have not traded to that level just yet, right? So you see we came, that was 41, right, that number? Here's 38, and here's 40. So, excuse me, 654 even. So we didn't even get above 654. So technically we haven't even traded to that level. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little pop up into this zone. But the trade specifically is we're going to take this risk and we're going to say, all right, we're willing to risk if the market's going to bust out to new highs. And that's basically take out this level up here. So that's to 668.42, right? So, and I've just put a stop here, give it a few dollars wiggle room. This is 674. I've done this box. But if I was doing the PAM service, basically open orders just sitting, working up there. And would take the risk. And I wouldn't even consider, if this is the top, and we'll look at the lower time frames in a second, we can look at the risk reward setups at that point. But if I did get a fill up here, I think I would just leave these working and just take the nice 2-to-1 reward on it. Now, if we look at the lower time frame, here's the hourly chart. I find it fascinating, here's that level, and we came up and we hit 38. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. This was supposed to be, 41. That was the 88.6 fib. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely stunning how that happens. So, like I posted earlier, we do have a 1-hour fractal top. You could argue that there is a sell pattern working right now on a fractal basis, on a break of this low here, and your stop is the top. So you can see how it came down in here, and sure enough, look at this. We've got actually a double top within a double top working right here. So I have been inclined to think that if we move through this level here, 639.90, that actually represents a double top and a double top within a double top. If we start breaking down into here, shorts aren't a bad idea considering how far the 38.2 is in relation to in relation to the chart pattern itself. So there's the risk profile. And here's the reward profile. So that's not bad. That's at least 2-to-1. And so I have been sort of talking today that if we break through this what did we say the number was? 639.90. Let's just change that. 639.90. That I could actually justify, working, not necessarily market orders shorting, but at least working limit orders in that area, especially with the 30 SMA coming right here. So it looks to me like we're going to get a smack down into here. And then we're going to find out whether these moving averages want to cross. And really, like I said, nice, well-defined double top. If this level gives here, this 639.90 area, then that would, to me, say that we have some troubles. Now the reason why I've sort of been thinking toppy is, if we look at first off, volume, we have a big volume bar up here, but the move to new highs here was on relatively limited volume, and now the up volume bars have just basically disappeared. Momentum, of course, broke down yesterday, and we've just been sort of successfully making lower lows. We might be in the process of bottoming on momentum here. So like I said, you want to just keep an eye on this trading range right now. And you can see how Willie, of course, was, actually got quote unquote stupid right here. So definitely purchases here are just not a good idea. I think this is really dangerous. You'd have to really see a nice momentum bottom and a nice big green chunky bars for me to say, all right, it's okay to go and buy in this area. So, all right, that's sort of my summary right now. Long and short of it here is we have had a nice rally off the bottom, and it's been sort of a buy on the rumor, sell on the news kind of smell to me to all this. A pullback into the 590, 580 area really wouldn't be a total big surprise. And if this is a continuation pattern higher, they're going to go bust out these old highs. It's just as simple as that. And so there's that risk reward profile there. All right, so that's today's summary. I don't know how long I went on, probably too long, but that's what I'm thinking. Have yourselves a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, and all the best. Bye for now.